Feeling like you've totally lost yourself after having your baby? If so, you're not alone. Postpartum can feel like you're living in somebody else's body with no time to care for yourself. But today I'm sharing 10 super simple tips for you to start feeling better and more like you again without needing a babysitter, hours of alone time, or anything fancy. So if you're new here, hey there, I'm Brooke. I'm a registered dietitian, a certified lactation counselor, a mom of 3, and I've helped thousands of moms feel like themselves again without sacrificing their favorite foods or milk supply. On my channel, I make postpartum nutrition and healing less complicated so you can feel better faster. I post new videos every Tuesday, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss one. And of course, hit that thumbs up button if you're ready to feel good in your body again and feel like you again, because we are in this together and there's a community of moms ready to support you. So first, let's talk about why you're feeling off in this season of life. Let's be real, postpartum's hard. I'm living in my 3rd postpartum experience right now, and your hormones are shifting, your sleep is broken, and you're giving everything you have to your baby. Nobody talks about how much it impacts your identity, your confidence, and here's the truth. You deserve to feel like you again, not just a feeding milk machine, not just somebody's mom. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. There are some small, doable shifts that can spark that light in you again so you can feel good. So I'm gonna go over some simple ways that you can start to feel like you again. So first is get dressed in real clothes. I know the thought of jeans right now might be laughable for you. You don't have to go to jeans if that feels too crazy, but throw on a comfy maxi dress or brush your hair, put on some dry shampoo in your hair, put a little mascara on or tinted moisturizer, just something to make you feel like you've put some effort in. This dry shampoo is a lifesaver. I'm not saying that you have to go wash your hair every single day. You don't even need a full mani-pedi, just a little, like 2 minutes can shift your entire mood and how you feel in your body. And it's not about just looking put together for other people. It's just reminding yourself that your needs matter too. If you're getting your kids dressed in the morning, you also deserve to get dressed in the morning. Number 2 is eating breakfast every day. So many moms skip breakfast. They wonder why they're exhausted and craving sugar by 10 a.m. Or they just hit up the Starbucks, down the street from their kids' school, and they're just drinking something sugary and they're calling that breakfast. Okay, that is not breakfast. Even if it's just a smoothie that you sip while you're breastfeeding or pumping or even driving your kids to school, that's still prioritizing your nutrition. Eating something first thing in the morning, especially something with protein, is going to stabilize your mood, your energy, your metabolism, and it's just gonna help support your body. It's also gonna give your brain the fuel that it needs to function. You're not just feeding your baby, you're also rebuilding this body, which is responsible for feeding your baby. Something else you can do is taking a shower or a bath. And this is not a full body shower. You don't even have to wash your hair. Even a 2-minute shower right when you put your kids down for a nap, right when you put the kids down for bed, just something to give yourself a few minutes of alone time to not be in charge of wiping butts or taking care of somebody else. Just a few minutes by yourself. Turn on your favorite song or some spa music and just truly just shut your eyes, do a few deep breaths. But that warm shower or bath, especially at night, it can just reset your entire day. Another one is to enjoy your morning coffee. Enjoy it. I actually purposely don't even start drinking coffee until my kids are off to school, because I know if I try to just drink my coffee at 7 a.m. while I'm getting them dressed and trying to get them out the door, it's not gonna be an enjoyable experience. So I either drink my coffee on the way while I'm driving them so I can actually enjoy it, or once I get home. So have your coffee in a place, even if it's not just you sitting there and drinking it and doing nothing else, but really just find a time of day where you can actually enjoy the coffee and it's not feeling like something that you're dependent on, but really something that you can savor and enjoy. If you're feeling up to it and you have the time and space to book a mani, a pedi, a hair appointment, a massage, it's not about vanity, it's about connection with another human being, another adult, and just again, time alone. So if you can get that hour alone by yourself, it just changes things. And again, it doesn't have to be something where you're spending a ton of money, but just these little acts of self-respect and self-service, it can really go a long way, because feeling good in your skin does matter. And I don't know about you, my nails are not done right now, but when my nails are done, I'm like, ooh, look at my nails. Look how amazing they look. I just feel so much more confident and better. Make plans with a friend or spouse, a loved one, some sort of adult without kids, a coffee date, a brunch, a slow walk with a friend. Now, sometimes I'll do this with my kids where I'll meet up with a friend for coffee, we'll go for a walk, and we'll have the stroller with the kids. That's totally fine. But if I can ever sneak away to have brunch or something with a friend and my husband can watch the kids, or sometimes we'll get babysitters for date nights so that my husband and I can have a meal in peace. And if you really constraints, you don't have family, you can't afford a babysitter, something else you can do is put your kids to bed and then do an actual meal with your spouse, maybe at 7:30 once the kids go to bed, where you can almost make it like a restaurant type of experience at home with no kids. Because eating every single meal with your kids, it can be daunting and exhausting, and it's really hard to enjoy that meal. Something else that can be really helpful is going for a walk or a drive. Now, obviously if you can do this solo, it's great, but for me, even when my kids are in the stroller or in the car, generally I feel like they're pretty quiet. I can listen to a song, a podcast, just something for me, and I feel like I can actually take a breath and I'm not chasing somebody around, and it's just a way for me to unwind. So you can do this alone, or if you have your kids with you, you can still enjoy this time even if your kids are with you. Something else most moms struggle with is asking for help, and this doesn't make you weak, it doesn't make you a bad mom, it just makes you supported. So you can text a friend and see if you can do a meal exchange. Maybe one week you drop a meal off at her house and then she does it for you. You can ask your partner for 30 minutes so you can go do something by yourself. This might even mean saying, hey, I need to go take a shower. Can you do this with the baby, or can you feed the baby so that I need some space? Whatever that may look like. It might mean asking a relative or a friend to watch your kids, and then maybe you can do some sort of exchange as well. You were never meant to do this alone. Something else you can do is create a 5-minute nightly wind down. Something I used to do for a long time, and I truly need to get back into it, is a bedtime stretch. So once I got my pajamas on for the night, I would roll out my yoga mat and I would just do 5 minutes of stretching. I would do it in front of the TV or while listening to a podcast, or sometimes I would do it with, nothing on, but a lot of times a TV was on or my husband was watching TV, but it was just a signal to my body that this is time for me to start winding down. And the stretching feels so good before bed, especially if you're breastfeeding and constantly holding a baby like this. It can strain your back, your shoulders, and your neck. So highly, highly recommend bedtime stretching. This is just something that can really make you feel like you again. Little routines like this just tells your brain that you're safe and you're cared for too. Something else that you can start doing today is speaking to yourself like you would speak to your friend or your child. This one's really gold, because next time you catch yourself saying, oh, I look awful, or oh, I just want to fit back in my pre-baby clothes. I hate how my body looks right now. Or I got nothing done today. I'm so not productive. I want you to pause and say, would you say that to your best friend? Probably not. Instead, we can shift that to, I'm trying my best right now. I'm healing. I'm learning how to be kind to myself. We really want to shift how we talk to ourselves, because the version of you is still in there. She deserves compassion, and she may just be a little hidden, but we can definitely find her. So if you've been feeling lost, overwhelmed, or invisible in this season of life, I want you to know that you're not broken. You're just in this really hard season of life, and healing starts with small shifts. It is possible to feel like you again. Just start with one thing from this list. Whatever one feels the most doable and easy, start there, and then you can always try another one next week. I promise that the version of you is still in there, and we might just need some practice with getting her back and bringing her back to life. So when you take action today on what you learned, be sure to come back to this video, share your results, and what 1 or 2 things that you took away and did from this video so that we can cheer you on. If this was helpful, be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell notification so you can be notified whenever there's a new video. Come hang out with me over on Instagram at Nutrition for Mamas. And if you want to learn more about my programs, check out my free class below, where I will walk you through the 3-step system I use with my postpartum clients. And remember, you deserve to feel good again.